My name is SaiKong. I am from St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm an actor. Why did I want to be an actor? So I guess my first acting experience I was in middle school. And growing up, I always had an interest in doing it. I liked watching movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And I just something you wanted to try, but I had horrible stage fright. I remember going into middle school, I signed up for theater class. And the first day I walked in for my theater class, I instantly regretted it. Because I was like, why am I here? This is so uncomfortable. People are, they want us to get on stage and they want us to talk and read off, read lines from script, and I was not into it at all. And I made it through the semester, like just barely, and I got on stage a couple times, and I dreaded it every day. But the next year, I think going into 8th grade, I was kind of disappointed in myself in the way that I handled it. I mean, I still passed with like a B, just barely, just doing enough to get up there. 8th grade, I took drama too, and my theater teacher, I remember when I walked in, he was like, "Oh, I'm glad you're taking this, although I thought you hated it," and he was right. And so I took it. And I told myself that I was going to commit more to it and try harder and not be so afraid to get on stage. And that year we did a production. The entire class was pretty much a production of Romeo and Juliet. I auditioned for Romeo and I got it, and it all kind of just snowballed from there. What struggles don't you face as an actor? First and foremost, getting support from your family. Although my family is very supportive, convincing them that it's possible. So that's one struggle. The next one is financial. And I'm kind of in a place right now where it's like, do you get a day job so you can live a little more comfortably, and rent is a little easier to pay, and you can get a car and all the other bills and stuff like that, you can take care of that? Or do you put more effort into trying to make money from acting? Because you're not always going to make money from acting. Like, you can, but you won't always. And I think that's just the truth. And living in LA, that's probably my main struggle right now. Having lived here for a year and having worked on a handful of sets, what it used to mean was movies, like Lord of the Rings, stuff like that, like celebrities and directors, musicians, all that stuff. But now that I've been living in LA for a year and being on sets, I know it means more than that. It's more than glitz and glamour. It's hard work, for the most part, it's people showing up way too early, staying way too late, and some people make good money, and a lot of the other people there, they make just enough to get by, and that's Hollywood. Hmong. To me, Hmong means persevering, I think. Because, the long storied history of Hmong people, we've always had to struggle to survive. Really struggle, not like an actor trying to pursue his dream in LA. You had to struggle just to eat. And Hmong people have always done it. And that's through perseverance. And that's what Hmong means to me. I think any good parent should question their child when they want to pursue something like acting or anything in the arts. And I think that's just smart. But for me, it took me committing to it and showing them that I have a passion. And acting back in Minnesota when you were getting paid pretty much nothing, and that's when I think that's when they saw that it was more than just a hobby. That's something that I really wanted to try to do. And so they do support me, and I really appreciate their support. Probably in every way possible. My parents both got here in mid-70s, like 1975. They didn't meet until they were in the US. They met in Minnesota as teenagers, which is a kind of weird story for a lot of people who are my age, a lot of Hmong people. And so they met here. You know, in a weird way, if it wasn't for the Secret War, they probably would have never met, and I wouldn't be here, me and my siblings wouldn't be here, and honestly, a lot of Hmong people, their lives would be completely different. Better or worse, you know, I mean, that's kind of the question. SAG-AFTRA. Well, hopefully I can get there one day. I should be eligible soon. As long as SAG, you know, they do their thing, but I worked on a new media project, and I should be eligible as soon as they process the paperwork. But to me, I think that's always kind of like a big step on the ladder as an actor, all the way back as far as I can remember. You know, in Minnesota, I remember just like talking to my friends who wanted to be actors, and you know, everyone's like, oh, one day, yeah, we'll be SAG, and we'll get a SAG card, and then we'll have it made. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. You'll have it made after you get your SAG card, but I think that's a good step in the right direction. You know, I think it really depends because they're both pretty different. On stage, you get that instant gratification, and that's really nice. And you get to kind of feel your character, the arc of your character through a play, because you're there for the full 2 hours or however long the performance is, and you feel your character grow, and so it's a little more natural, the emotional states that you're in, and understanding where your character is, versus for the most part when you film, it's non-chronological, and you just kind of got to put yourself in that place. Doesn't matter if you film the end of the movie in the beginning, or in the beginning at the end, you have to find where that place is. But you know, you still do get gratification going to a premiere and seeing people's reaction. It's just that you kind of get to feel like you're part of the audience as well. And do I prefer one or the other? No, not really. I can't say that I do. I love them both in their own ways.
How do you take a shower?
Feet first? You know, in LA, I guess in movies in general, you're starting to see more characters who are Asian background, but it's probably still not completely accurate as far as the representation. And it's slowly moving in the right direction, but I think we can get there a little bit quicker. And it's going to come down to people like us making content with Asian faces in front of the camera. That's a good step in the right direction. As far as how Hollywood represents it, it could be better, but it's been worse at the same time. But I think we're helping. Just being here, I think, probably helps quite a bit to keep showing up and showing our face around. As far as pursuing acting, I think wherever you are, if you're near LA, you're lucky. But if you're not near LA, like me, do what you can do from home. You know, theater classes at school, middle school, high school, whatever, community theater. That's going to be, for the most part, really your only options in a smaller town. Fortunately, I'm from the Twin Cities, so there's a ton of theater and I had a lot of access to training and getting into shows. I highly recommend doing theater. I think that'll teach you how to go over some lines. But as far as moving to LA, save money. We coming here, I feel like I saved some money and then, you know, a good chunk. It could always be more, and it could have been less, but save money, that'll really help the transition. It's not that you're going to have savings to live off of for the next 5 years. I don't think that's really feasible. If you can do that, great, but if not, just get as much as you can to get here get your feet on the ground in Los Angeles, and go from there.